It's Our Story. Joan Headley, St. Louis, Missouri.
If you look back through the old gazettes, there is an article about Ed, and I think it's the spring of 1965, Rehabilitation Gazette, where Gini had contacted Parade magazine and had gotten a picture of Ed and also talked about the article that was in Parade magazine about Ed Roberts and about his attending Berkeley. So she published that, and then I found a letter in our archives where she proudly sent this gazette to Ed, showing him that he was in this newsletter and introducing herself. Then she received a letter back from Ed saying that he wished that before she published it, he wished that she would have contacted him because that there were errors in the Parade magazine article and that she had just perpetuated those errors. And so then she wrote a letter back to him, and it says, mea culpa, and apologized, and then asked him, for more information about himself. And so from looking at the letters, that was, how their relationship started. And then he also wrote her a letter about, it's a small postcard, and it's, on this small postcard it's talking about the fact that he had just gotten some funding to start a new, and I forget how he described it, but a new organization with his buddy in California that would help people become independent. And he talks about cripple power and about how important it was and how excited he was about this was going to be the start of something big, and he kept referring to it as cripple power. And then he also had another aside on it where he talked about that he was trying to find attendance and that he was looking for and had successfully hired some people who were conscientious objectors during the war to be attendants, and he thought that other people with disabilities ought to know that as well. So that's from our archives, that's some of the communication that they had back and forth about what he was doing, and then they established a relationship, obviously, after that.
What were some of the biggest articles? Did you ever have big articles in the Rehabilitation Gazette featuring Ed and his work?
I don't know, quite frankly. I don't remember that there was. We were talking today a little bit. I mean, I tried to find what we did have. He spoke at the '83 conference, and so his comments were edited, and they're in the proceedings from that. I don't think there was. I mean, when he would come to conferences and he would be part of everyone else, else who came, but I don't recall that there was a special, necessarily another special feature, but I could look.
So during those conferences, you might have the tapes?
Yes, right.
Great.
Tapes. Audio tapes and videotapes of him, yeah. I mean, some people wrote, things for the Gazette, and sent it to her, and then she would edit it and publish it. So I don't know that Ed had time and sat down and had things written.
No, that's the problem with Ed.
Right.
There's very little written because he couldn't write.
Right.
And the technology wasn't there.
Right.
And so we're playing catch up on the oral history.
That's why and that's why really I really was excited when I found that this. I mean, he obviously didn't write it; somebody had written it for him. But it's really fascinating to see some of that early communication. And we'll make sure that you get it, because he was real straightforward with her from the very beginning, saying, "Wait a minute, you did this. You just compounded the problem from having an error in Parade, and now you just made it worse. So I wish you'd have gotten in touch with me." So it was real kind of reflective, I think, of what kind of person he was.
The It's Our Story project is a national effort to make disability history public and accessible. Visit us at www.itsourstory.org or on the It's Our Story project YouTube channel.